Hello, this is Smoking Joe Gamer on Twitch and YouTube and Mastodon. Alright. So it is still August Adventures. And I thought, you gotta play Adventure Island, don't you? Can't have an adventure month without Adventure Island. Or The Adventures of Lolo. Or other adventure games. So I like to do a mix of, you know, new and old games for each of my monthly events. So that's why we're doing Adventure Island. This was also one of the first NES games that I got as a kid. So I'm going to start with the first one, see how far I get. It's very difficult. You only get 3 lives and no continues. So, with that having been said, I meant to look up to see maybe there's like a continue code. But right now I'm just typing Adventure Island codes. Oh, well there were Game Genie codes, duh. Yeah, everybody knows that. Let's see. Alright, so that there's... When you type in codes, it just talks about all of the, let's see. Ah, whoa. Ah, what? No friggin' way, I never knew that. So at the end of the first stage, there's an egg with a Hudson B. That gives you unlimited continues, and then you just gotta hit a direction and start to continue. So as a kid, I never beat this game. At least, I think I beat it once with Game Genie, but I never legitimately beat it because you don't get any continues. It turns out you do have continues, but you have to find a special item. What a bunch of jerks. I'll tell you, some of these NES developers, they were sadomasochists, let me tell you. So, without further ado, let's do it. So this is a weird game. You play as Master Higgins, I think his name is, and you've got to save the princess named Tina, and I think it's all based around, like, I think it takes place in Hawaii or something, I don't know. But, developed by Hudson Soft. So as a kid, I played this at somebody's house, and then I wanted the NES for Christmas, and I got this game with it, which was nice. Although, like I said, I couldn't get very far in this game. It's a very difficult game. I actually want to lose the skateboard there because... Oh. So the way this game works is you need... Alright, hang on. There we go. Alright. So yeah, you have life that slowly depletes. You have to pick up fruits and vegetables to keep your health going. So yeah, so you know, 30 some odd years after getting this game as a Christmas gift, I finally find out that there is in fact a continue code, or a continue item. Fine. Well, maybe I'll be able to beat it finally, who knows. Then, so he has the hammer, and then he gets this fireball attack, and this can destroy rocks and stuff. And every level has a trophy as well. So, I don't know if you have to get them all, but... So, supposedly... That's what the Hudson B... I know I found that item before, but I didn't know there was a button combination to continue. Right, so if you get the pot, then you get basically double points for that level. And then you can get extra lives and stuff, but basically it's a very hard game, like most NES games are. And I find it weird, he gets a hammer, then he gets some weird fireball thing, and a skateboard. Like, okay, like when does this take place? Who knows? But, see how I keep shooting, it's because you find, if you keep shooting, there are like these invisible items, as you can see. and you'll notice the weapon will stop, and then you have to jump in that spot. It's weird, but pretty neat though. It's weird, but it's also kind of cool. So I had the first game on NES when I was 4 years old. Obviously couldn't beat it, even if I knew the code. I probably wouldn't have had the patience or attention span or skill to get through it. And then Adventure Island 2 came out, and it was just an infinitely better game in every conceivable way. So most people probably stopped playing 1 when 2 came out. I didn't find out until much later in life that there was an Adventure Island 3. I thought maybe it was some kind of ROM hack, but I think it is a legitimate game. Or a homebrew, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think it's a homebrew. I think it's a real game. And then you have checkpoints, as you can see. When you see the number, that's the checkpoint for the level. So try to get that, because you get extra points, which is always nice. Oh, one of these, if you stay on it, one of these floats up in the air if you stay on it. Oh, and that one falls into the ocean. Whoopsie. Sometimes you'll find a key in one of those hidden eggs, and that will totally, yeah, let me turn this down. Yeah, sometimes you'll find a key in one of those hidden eggs, and the key will open a secret area, or it'll like change the direction of a falling platform, so you go up to a bonus area. It's interesting. So one of these cloud things, it might not be this level though, but one of these cloud things will go up instead of down if you get a key first. I don't know. And of course, when you die, you start with no hammer, no fire. And they seriously, there's parts of the game where they seriously expect you to get through it with no weapon. It's bullshit, but... Well, if you die, yeah. So a lot of old games are like that. When you die, they punish you and make it harder. It's like, well, it was already too hard to begin with. Like, especially shoot-'em-ups do that, and that annoys me. Like, I died because it's hard, and then you punish me and make it harder. I guess you don't want me to beat your game. And then there's certain obstacles that will just instantly kill him too, but... And then the fairy, as you can see, makes everything invincible. Now, he does not like eggplant. If you find an eggplant, you will die. Yeah, if you accidentally ingest eggplant, it will follow you and slowly drain your health until you are dead. Yeah, see, look, this is what I was talking about. It's a key. So now what? Okay, that's what I was, I knew what I was talking about. I know I'm not crazy. Yeah. Like, I know I'm not crazy. I know I remember this. Okay. So you find the key, and the thing goes up, and that's fine. Okay. Yeah. And then you got ice, of course. Ice physics. Those are always fun, huh? So we're going to see how far I get into this game, and then I'll go over to 2. Now, I didn't have a TurboGrafx or PC Engine as a kid. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. And so I didn't find out till later in life that there were other games on those consoles. So there was New Adventure Island on TurboGrafx 16, and then there was Super Adventure Island 1 and 2 on Super Nintendo. So that's fine. So yeah, you can see it. Ice physics. And if one of those icicles hits me, that's instant death. Yeah. But this is level 2, mind you. Level 2 is like, oh yeah, there's gonna be ice and icicles and... Ah! Eggplant! So this part can be very annoying if you die at that point. Yeah, they got me. That damn eggplant. So look, I spawn with nothing. And there's boulders everywhere. Ridiculous. Good news, I got the trophy, and I don't think they took it away. Well, I call it the trophy. They call it the pot. Alright, cool. So, I don't know how many levels this game has. I think it's like 30 or something. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I'll tell you, it gets weird. There's some, like, if you use Game Genie, then it's like you can get pretty far. And there's some weird-ass bosses. Like all the bosses are kind of the same, but they kind of stop looking like normal people or creatures at a certain point, I think. It's really bizarre. Ah! Fucking Cobra. Let's try this out. Ready? Well, I'll be damned. Yep. So you've seen it. In case you didn't know already, you grab that hidden B item at the start of the game. Yeah, but you can see how they put an extra hammer in there sometimes, in case you lose. Yeah. But yeah. There you see it. You gotta hold the direction when you press start, I think. That's what it's telling me. There's a lot of weird stuff in this game. See, when you see one of these flowers, that means a fox dude is gonna show up. Ready? Or a raccoon or something. I don't know. See? Lots of secrets in this game. It's crazy. And those frogs can be annoying. And good thing is the fire can destroy rocks. Who would have thought? But as far as I know, this was an NES exclusive. It wasn't an arcade port or anything. Another one of the flowers. And they take 2 hits to kill as well, so it's tricky. Very tricky game here. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I have fire. You can do nothing to me. Oh, you stupid goddamn Cobra. Fire spitting snakes. Sure. Yeah. Ah. Oh, it's the boss! But I don't... Okay. They always give you one before the boss fight, because you definitely need it. So, yeah, I feel like, look at these weird fucking guys. So you gotta hit him in the head a certain number of times without getting hit, and it's annoying, because you have to run to jump higher. It's ridiculous. And they send you all the way back here. That was just... Noke. You listen to that music, isn't that wild? Love it. Four, 5, 6. Oh. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Supposedly, if you pause... right after defeating a boss, you get to see the next boss. I don't know. So there's one of those ugly looking guys at the end of every 4 stages. I don't know how many areas there are, but I'm guessing there's like 7 or 8. I don't know. If they're copying Mario, there'd be 8, right? So, oh, what do we got here? A ring that gives you 2,000 points. Hey, that's pretty neat. I like that. And then you get these pig-looking things. So, you can see it's a pretty basic game. Oh! Oh, okay. So, you are invincible until the fairy leaves the screen, just so you know. Not when the music ends. Not when she starts to fly away. No, if she's still on the screen, then you are still invincible. So. But one of my goals in life is to legitimately beat this game. I don't know. But Marge, it's my lifelong dream to manage a beautiful country star. No, your lifelong dream was to eat the world's biggest hoagie. And you did it, too. Remember? Alright. Flower. So I don't know when or how you get extra lives. It's probably a certain point total. Ooh! But just imagine being a 5-year-old kid, and you die 3 times and you go all the way back to the start. It was torture, let me tell you. The second game was much more fair, but it was also really long. And I never beat the second game without the stage select code and just skipping to the end. But then you notice too, the dude's wearing a grass skirt with like a baseball cap. It's like, alright. Like, when does this game even take place? Nobody knows. But see, this is the 5th or 6th stage of the game, and they're already throwing all this bullshit at me. Yeah, they did not pull their punches in the NES era, let me tell you. You probably already knew that, though, if you're watching this channel. Or any other retro gaming channel, for that matter. Ugh! Sometimes these snakes throw multiple fireballs. I think they're cobras, I don't know. So the skateboard is actually not good because you end up going too fast, although it does block 1 hit, which is nice. Oh! Yeah, so... Oh! It did not give me unlimited continue. Oh, never mind. Okay, so even if it goes back to the title screen, you can still get it. Alright. Good to know. As long as you don't shut the game off, you can continue. If you got that special item, I guess. Alright. So I wasn't going to spend too much time on this game. That's why the stream is labeled as Adventure Island 2, because that's just a much better game. So this is part 1, because in a later part I will try to do the other 2 or 3 games, if I feel like it. Yes, my brother comes over sometimes, and I'll make him play, like, really old games, because I was 15 when he was born, so, like, yeah, he didn't grow up with these games, but ever since he was a kid, I just would make him play, like, really difficult old games if I could. He found my N64 in the closet one day, and, you know, and my mom helped him hook it up. So he's 22 now, I'm 37, but we still hang out, and I still find really difficult old NES games to make him play. See, plus I have 2 nieces, or 3 nieces, or... So now it's like, you know, I want to make them play hard games too at some point. Oh! I wanted to see what would happen. Okay. Oh, man, look at this. So my brother was here one night, and I had him, we were on the Switch, and I had him play Kid Icarus. And he was like, what the fuck is this? Like, and then we were trying to play some Adventures of Lolo. And that can be a tricky game if you've never played it before. And both of those are on, yeah, on the Switch online service, so check those out. So then I have a 9-year-old niece, and so I show her old games sometimes too. I think I showed her this one because I was like, oh hey, want to see one of the first games that Uncle Joe got when he was a kid? It's like, sure. Yeah, so one of the first games that she really got into was Animal Crossing, and then you show them these old games, and they're like, what the hell? And they don't know. They don't know how impressive this stuff was for its time, you know? So I got the key, which means that one goes up in the air. Okay, got it. Sorry. Alright, had an itch. Ah! Damn it. And I don't know if you checked it out or not, but on twitch.tv/AskWheels on Sunday night, we were playing some Remnant 2. Although I jumped in late because I swear that game is cursed or something because I have so many issues with that game on the Steam Deck. Every time it has to patch, it just takes fucking forever. Maybe I need a better microSD card or something. Of course, I got the 64 gig model. I figured, oh, everything's gonna be on the microSD card anyways. Well, turns out that's not very fast for downloading a patch for a 67 gigabyte game. But anyways, we did eventually get that up and running, and we took out a couple of bosses, so it was fun. So do check that out. And then if you follow AskWheels or RP Gamer, then there's also on Thursday nights, sometimes I'm on Q&A Quest with some friends. And we tend to play RPGs on that stream. Or, I mean, usually it's him playing an RPG and we just talk and troll him a little bit. So check that out too. Ah, goddamn frogs! So believe it or not, this is one of the better NES games. I kid you not. This one is actually pretty good. But it's fucking hard. So I'm gonna see if I can beat Area 2, and then I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm just saying though, imagine you're a 4-year-old kid or 5-year-old kid and you get the NES. It comes with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. And it comes with the NES Zapper, so you can play Duck Hunt, although that was... I never liked that game that much. But imagine getting this game as a kid. And imagine you only get new games on birthday and Christmas, right? If you position yourself right, they'll jump over you. But it's a pain in the ass. But just imagine only having, like, 2 games to play, and one of them is this. And that's all you get for 6 months or 12 months, you know? Although, back in those days, we would rent games at the local video store every weekend. That's usually what would happen Friday after school. My mom would take me to the video store to rent something for the weekend. Of course, and that was kind of a roulette, too, because, you know... You can't judge a game by its cover art, let me tell you. Atari 2600 is proof of that. Alright. Is it just the 2? And now some pig things. Alright, cool. Finally made it to the next checkpoint. Ah! They tried to leave without me. How rude. Now, in the second game, I believe it plays a sound effect when you hit an invisible object. We're gonna find out, aren't we? Oh, fuck. Alright. The green frogs have 2 hit points. It's awful. That's fine. I'll trip over the rock. It's fine. It's fine. I was thinking it would be fun to stream DuckTales. The only thing is that I could beat that game in like 10 minutes. So maybe I'll try to do a DuckTales speedrun and then play the second game, which I haven't played that much and I do not know where to go in that game. That might be fun. We'll see. Because I have the Disney Afternoon Collection on Xbox. Although I have the ROMs too. And I did try to play that DuckTales, like, remaster when it came out on PS3. And PS3, I don't know, didn't handle it well. I thought about getting it on Steam, but I wasn't sure if it was any good or not. So, yeah, they expect me to get through this without a hammer because I died. That's wonderful. This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's like you gotta trip over those rocks to avoid the spiders. So let's just be a lesson to you. Don't die. Alright. I got milk. Oh yeah, look, now there's 2 of these fuckers. Jeez. So this is a level where they're just like, fuck you, player. You get nothing. Good day, sir. It's not hammer time. I mean, unless there's a hidden egg here somewhere. There must be a hidden egg somewhere, but how are you supposed to find it? Yeah, this is the scary Dark Woods music. Oh! Ah, this game's hard. Apparently it's loud too, huh? Yeah, no, now I'm fucking up because I'm angry. And then the other thing that confused me as a kid is that you notice in the upper left corner it'll say, like, the number doesn't match what you see on this screen. Yeah, so on this screen I guess it tells you how many extra lives you have. But then on the death screen it's how many lives total you have. Yeah. So yeah. Like a lot of old games, it's only hard if you don't have the power-ups. So it seems like the only way I can get through this is if I trip over the rocks on purpose. Oh! I just instinctively jump when I see an enemy, and then I jump right into them. So yeah, this game's fucking hard. Alright. And of course I'm playing on my NES mini console, so I can totally save the state if I want. Which I think I will end up doing. Alright. So don't jump when you see the bird, or make sure you jump at the right time. But remember, you still gotta get food, and I guess this guy really likes milk. Whoa! Okay, I thought he was going to bounce off of that, and then he didn't. No! The two spiders overlapped and I got confused, and then my fingers didn't hit the buttons. Fuck. Yeah, I said this was one of the first games I got. I didn't say it was one of my favorites. 1990, I got this game. Alright, but remember, I'm on my last life, so if I die, I gotta go all the way back to the start of the level. I don't understand why these snakes are spitting fire, unless it's supposed to be like venom or poison. Oh no! Here we go, ready? Let's see, what does this dude look like? Oh yeah, look! Alright. Alright, cool. So I think that's enough of this silly game. Alright. Go ahead and save that. Alright, let's jump into 2 now. This is just a much better game. Oh, somebody's egging me on to play Super Adventure Island 2. Next episode. Oh, see, this game, you can continue. If you hit continue at the start, you just go to the first level anyways. And I guess there is some RNG. If you've watched any speedruns of this, you probably know that there's a way to manipulate which levels you get. So on a given island, you're not going to get every level on every playthrough. Oh yeah, this is just a much better game, let me tell you. Much tighter controls. It's not as difficult, for the most part. But I just keep mashing the B button in case... So, here's the real thing that's cool about this game. The dinosaurs. Ah! Took one for the team, didn't he? Yep. Alright. Right, so depending on which egg you choose, it dictates your path through the island and which levels you end up getting. And that giant pineapple-looking thing is the first boss. Alright, then here's what you can do, though. You can store extra items in dinosaurs. Like, which is helpful if you know that you're going to get one in the next level. Ah, yes. And sometimes those birds drop eggs as they're floating up into the air. But this was just a much more interesting... Yeah, see? Told you. Would you like to skip this island? Yes. Alright. Thanks, bro. Yeah, so I think I kind of instinctively knew that they would do that. Or I played the game so many times as a kid, I think I just remembered certain spots where they give you power-ups. So, you know, in terms of the graphics and the art style, it is noticeably better looking. Like, I'd say it's a little more interesting with what they do in the backgrounds and extra details and stuff. Ah! Ah! Yeah, this dude's awesome. So the red dinosaur spits fireballs, and he can walk in lava. The blue one destroys stuff with his tail. Then there's a pterodactyl that you can use to just fly over the level. And there's some other type of underwater dinosaur. We used to just call him Dippy. So, speedrunners are very careful about which eggs they pick. And I didn't know until recently that that was even a thing, so... See, now this stage it might have been a mistake to do that, though. Because I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Alright. Oh, look, one of them flowers. What do you think's gonna happen? Ready? Ah! So I don't know if it's like a... The first game it kind of looked like a raccoon, but in this one it looks like a coyote. Of course, I was one of those kids who always just threw away the boxes and the instruction manuals or lost them. I just had a whole stack of cartridges, like a lot of kids. So. Oh! Physics are different. Okay. In this one. Those are just better, like, sound design in this. Oh, there he is! We call him Dippy. Yeah, and we used to think he had sunglasses on, but those are just his eyes. I think he's meant to be whatever the Loch Ness Monster is. A 1-up? Freaking awesome. Adventure. I know there's stage select code, but I didn't want to do that. Adventure Island 2. What is his actual name? Let me see here. Oh, okay, here's something interesting. And now this is Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt, but there's a blue Camptosaurus, a red Camptosaurus, a Pteranodon that can fly over obstacles. So it's not a pterodactyl, it's a Pteranodon. Okay. And an Elasmosaurus, the only one that can survive in underwater stages. Yeah, any other dinosaur, as soon as you jump in the water, they disappear, but the underwater one, he helps you swim. Okay. That's interesting. So, Wikipedia claims to know the exact species of each dinosaur. Now, just real quick, though. Alright. Well, we don't really know what the Loch Ness Monster is, and it's probably not even real anyways. Let's see. I swear I just looked it up the other day. Right. Plesiosaur. Yeah. So there's when you see pictures of the Loch Ness Monster, it kind of looks like a plesiosaur, which was a giant underwater. Okay. So we cleared that up, didn't we? Yeah, see, look. If I took the other guy, he would have died, but this dinosaur makes it so much easier to swim, and look how fast he goes. These underwater stages are a fucking pain in the ass, just like every other underwater stage in every other game. So you press A to get him to rise up, and he goes pretty fast, so don't get killed. And in this world, the second boss is it's a giant hermit crab type thing, but it's underwater, so you gotta be careful. And normally, our hero could get trapped in one of those bubbles, but not with our good dinosaur friend. So as a kid, we came up with, we as in cousins, friends, whatnot, we came up with our own names, and we just called him Dippy. And then the flying one was Terry, like Terry the pterodactyl. I don't remember what we called the blue or red ones, though. Maybe just blue and red. And then any extra hammers you pick up automatically go into your stash, which is nice. So if you already have one and then you pick it up, then you're fine. He almost killed me, huh? So I'm pretty sure you can get the pterodactyl, or whatever it is, in this level. Oh, nice. And then you get extra lives at certain point thresholds as well. Alright. So, yeah, when you get the pterodactyl, it is possible to just fly over the whole level, but you gotta be careful because you might end up dying if you don't pick up any food. They don't put food up in the sky, so... And then the dinosaurs will sometimes help you in boss fights. Although it's not always useful help. They don't always attack it for you. Nice. So you see how it's a lot harder to swim when you don't have the dinosaur. And you can't touch those black star-shaped things. And I don't think there's any hidden items in this level either. Yeah, because how would you find it and how would you... Well, you could find it, but how would you activate it, you know? And I don't know if those are shrimp or just or prawns. Seem different. Those purple things. Alright. See, now instead of going to the boss, he's going back this way. Why? Going the wrong way, you moron. Just run as fast as humanly possible. Items don't matter. Who cares? And then some of the enemies change colors. so it's hard to tell if it's a 1 or 2 hit point enemy. I'm not sure, but I think maybe you have to beat a certain number of levels before you can get to the boss anyways. So you don't get the same levels every time you play, or obviously it's depending on what eggs you pick, but you may get different levels, but I think there's still a certain number you have to do before you can actually fight the boss. The trick is to hit it from the other side. I think those can kill me. Yep. Whoopsie. Alright. And I think some enemies might be immune to the hammer, but not these ones, obviously. Yeah, so if you use the stage select code, you can go to the last island, but I think you still have to beat a couple levels to get to the final boss. And those last couple of levels are just a total, complete nightmare. So, this is Adventure Island 2. In later Adventure Island games, he gets boomerangs, which I guess is interesting. But of course, some great music, like many NES games. I just love the sound of that NES sound card. Ah, okay. Well, just think of it as an extra hit point, and I would have died if I didn't pick that up, so. Sorry. Pardon me. You going to the boss now? Yes. Excellent. Yeah, this level sucks. Because enemies sometimes get shrouded by stuff. See that? Sucks. The only thing that would make these underwater levels worse is if you had to get oxygen. And I don't know what those things on the ground are supposed to be. The fireball spitting dudes at the bottom. I don't know what they are. Oh, I can touch the seaweed. Okay. So I always thought this game had decent level design. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. Maybe some kind of mollusk or barnacle, I don't know. And then these dudes here are the... I don't know. They're like hermit crabs that can swim. They have tentacles instead of claws. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Alright, so they do not give you a hammer in this level. And that can make this level very difficult. Oh, and that one turns into fresh meat. Yeah, if you get stuck in one of those bubbles, he'll just sit there until like something kills him. Or usually something will come along and kill him before he can pop himself out. Alright, so now I know that one of these jellyfish assholes is hiding over there. And there's another one behind him. That's another thing that makes this game hard, is that you gotta keep picking up fruit so you don't lose all your health. Alright. And I'm sure the eggplant shows up somewhere too. So if I had the purple dinosaur, I think this would be an easier fight. Yeah. So I want to say every island has a hidden key to get to the dude who lets you skip. But I like how so many NES games have that same sound effect when you hit a boss. Nice. That's the second island. So first island I skipped. I didn't cheat though, I mean it was built into the game. Oh, and that ice island, Iceland, ooh, you don't want to go there. That island sucks. Of course, this desert island isn't much better. So the enemies from the first game all come back, but some of them it's just a little bit easier to tell what they're supposed to be. I think you get bonus points if you reach the end of the level with a dinosaur or a skateboard. Oh! Son of a bitch. Alright. As you can tell, this is a much easier game than the first one. Usually. And there's just much more creative level design, too. Oh, and the coconuts can kill you. See? Even when they touch the pixel next to his toe. Okay, that does 2 damage. Good to know. And I almost lost him. So don't get hit by coconuts. So I think if you have one of the dinosaurs and pick up a different one, I think it just goes into your stash. I think it switches, but then the old one goes into your stash, maybe? Or maybe the new one goes into your stash. I don't remember. Oh, no. Oh! Is it a fox or a coyote? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. This level blows. What I can tell you is that this level blows. Well, the ones in this game can actually follow you once you get past them. And the cobras do like to jump sometimes, so be mindful of that. Avoid the coconuts. Alright. But I believe this game already has infinite continues. Unfortunately, you continue with nothing. And you go back to the start of whichever island you're on. Oh man, that's annoying. Alright. But at least I got a hammer now. That's good. Got a skateboard too. That's fun. I guess there's no secrets in this level though. I think I shot every spot that could have had a secret. Alright. So of course I won't be beating this today. Okay, but see, it was different this time. They sent me to this level instead of that other one, which is probably for the best. Was not doing well on that level. Yeah, they give you a skateboard, like... Here, have a skateboard and fall in a hole and die. Great job. That's fun. And I like how this game has, like, more creative bosses, because the first game, as you saw, was just... They just have different heads each time. Oh. Alright, if you already have... If you don't have a hammer, you get a hammer. If you already have it, you get a skateboard. Got it. I guess I won't be getting too far into this game either, huh? I'm probably going to stop around 11. I do like to go to bed between 11 and 12, which is why I should probably start streaming earlier, but... Oh well. Jerk. Alright. Yeah, look what it is. Dinosaur, dinosaur, gotta find that dinosaur. Dinosaur, dinosaur, ancient enemy of man. And you will pay for your destruction, you will pay. Dinosaur. I wish the 90s never ended. Sometimes. No, I don't know what... I don't care what people say. The 90s were awesome. Just in the 90s, there was definitely a push for like environmental stuff and carpooling and all that. Unfortunately, it only did so much. Oh man, dude. All the way back here. I'm sick of this level. I've done it, what, 3 times now? At least it's easy, but... That dumb forest level is not easy. Not for me, at least. Alright. Now what? I'll just grab the first one. We'll see what happens. And he opens his mouth when he jumps. It's weird. So, one way or the other, I always end up at this fucking level. I guess the frogs don't jump until they turn purple. That's good to know. This level would be a lot easier if it wasn't for these damn coconuts. Good music though, huh? So I don't know if it's just a nostalgia thing or what, but I just really like the sounds of old NES and Genesis games. I just like the sound cards, I guess. I don't know. But you know, the NES was like the dominant platform for how many years? Number 2. Wrong way, bozo. Supposed to go closer to the boss. Up, not left. Yeah, at least when you lose the skateboard or the dinosaur, it kills the enemy too. Yeah, so this is the pterodactyl, or whatever, pterodon, whatever they want to call it. But like I said though, you gotta be careful, because you still have to get food. And they don't put any food up in the atmosphere for you. But they do put some of those damn birds. So we should just call him Terry the Pterodactyl. I don't care what species he really is. Yeah, he's real cool. What? No! Not the cave. He drops rocks. So he's actually, there's a couple boss fights where he's helpful. He'll fly around and try to... Okay, so if you already have a dinosaur, you get a flower? Okay. Okay, so I think we have our answer now. God damn it. You switched to the new dinosaur, but I think the old one still goes back into your stash. I guess we're gonna find out. Hey, how about that? Hey, I think we can skip this island too. Ready? I earned it, okay? Yeah. Yes, skip, please. Now we're in Iceland, or Greenland, or... Squiddy! Yeah, okay, there's the answer. When you have a dinosaur and you pick up another dinosaur, you switch to the new one, and the old one gets put in your stash. Good to know. Whoa there, Tony Hawk. Oh, look at that. Do a kickflip. Goddamn snake. You fucked me, you fucking snake. Yeah, you gotta love how these spiders are able to just float up and down on invisible webs in the middle of thin air. Love it. Oh! Yeah, it looks like he's having an aneurysm when he dies. It's crazy. I'll just call him Bluey, I guess. Not very creative, but doesn't matter. I got the orange, huh? No! Oh, every 20,000 is a 1-up. Got it. Into the woods. Oh, you goddamn birds. They fly higher when you use the pterodactyl. Good to know. Okay. The cloud means a bonus stage. The bones mean stage, island skip. Ah, I got you that time, you bastard. Alright. Yeah, I could play NES and Genesis games like all day, every day if I wanted to. So back in the day, these were kind of like the AAA titles, you know? Actually, maybe this would be considered a mid-tier publisher. I don't know. But it seems like there were just more companies back then, even though they all released less games. Nice. I mean, there were plenty of bad games on those old consoles, because sometimes the quality control wasn't quite there. Ah! Why do they put the skateboard in these levels? It's like they want you to fall into the pit and die. Damn skateboard. But at least it's a hammer if you don't already have a hammer. So that's good. Well, you know, why do you want a skateboard with no weapon, though? That wouldn't make sense. Or, no, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Why would you want the skateboard anyways in a level like this? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you already have a weapon, then you still don't want the skateboard because you'll fall to your death. It's easier without the skateboard. Yeah, his eyes start bugging out when he dies. It's wild. I don't want to lose him, but I figure use him or lose him, he'll give me an extra hit point. Unless... Alright, never mind. That's the only thing. I wish the dinosaurs weren't so easy to lose. Alright. Oh! Alright. I ain't dead. Alright. Phew! Lost 2 dinosaurs, but I made it to the end of the level finally. Alright. man. Should have saved him. Oh, well. Let's see if I can clear this island, and then I'll think about stopping. I think only dinosaurs can kill those crabs. We got ourselves a seahorse. Oh yeah, look, now there's more of these things. I don't know, they're mines, spikes, I don't know what to call them. And then more of these tentacled crab dudes. And now the purple prawns, I'm gonna call them. Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you. Oh. I did it. Wow, I thought it was gonna get me. Alright, now what? Fuck. And I am using an actual, you know, NES controller, just so you know. Hey! I get to go to the bus! Oh, this level blows. I remember this level. Oh, I hate it. Hang on, you know what? I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Alright. There we go. Otherwise, I'm never gonna beat this freaking game. Oh man. Fucking slippery ice physics. Can't stand it. Yeah, now imagine trying to beat this level with no hammer. Or maybe they give you one, I don't know. Actually, let's see if they give me one. Yeah, you notice how some of the icicles fall early to try and catch you if you're running too fast. See? But then some of them you can run underneath if you're careful. Yeah. Alright. Ah! Alright, I'm only gonna load the state if I get a game over. So this game can be short or long depending on which eggs you get and which levels they give you as a result, so... Alright. But it's like every old game had... Well, not every old game, but most old games had a desert level, an ice level, you know. An underwater level. Maybe we have Super Mario Bros. To thank for that? I don't know. That's cheating. Quiet, you. Remember, it's only cheating if the game is unfair. Or, I'm sorry. It's not cheating if the game is unfair. If the game is easy and you cheat just because you're lazy, then... Well, then that is cheating, but... It's not cheating if the game is super hard and unfair. Oh! Ah! Damn it! I don't know how much longer this I can take. But I want to move on to the other games in the next stream, so... Hopefully the next stream tomorrow night, I should be able to cover the other 3 Adventure Island games. Unless there's more that I don't know about. I don't know. I wasn't going to play 3, actually. I think I'll probably do Super and New. I may have to go online and see if there's more that I don't know about. But I really didn't want this to be a 3-part episode, though. It's ridiculous. This level blows. One of the hardest levels in the game, I think. So continue only works if you've actually been playing the game. You can't just turn the game on and continue. There's no passwords. But you have infinite continues as long as you don't shut the game off. So that's good to know. We're getting there. I really want to see this boss too, because I don't remember what this boss looks like. I know it's a squid, obviously. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there are any checkpoints in these levels. And it just sucks when you continue. You go all the way back to the start of the island with no items. Like, bullcrap. At least Mario 3 lets you keep your stuff, I think, right? Or did that game take away? I don't remember. Alright, that's the trick. Oh, and the end was right there the whole time. Okay. Oh, that hit detection. I thought it was going to go over his head. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. If you die against the boss, you go all the way to the start of the level. Man. Seriously, it would take me like 5 fucking hours to beat this game if I didn't use states. Alright. I got another idea. Hang on. Now let's really cheat. Oh. What? Oh. Dang. So there's another secret in this game, too. There's a secret key and a dragon who gives you the Hudson Bee, which will allow you to keep all of your hammers and dinosaurs if you die. I think he means if you continue. And then there's a password you can put in. Hang on. Let's see. It says enter the password 0894. Oh, this is for Game Boy. Okay, what about NES? Oh, okay, so what I just said was only applicable to the Game Boy game. Okay, never mind. And the NES game... See, I didn't know that this was on Game Boy, though. It's probably a totally different game. So I guess Game Boy has a different password system. Okay. So... locate the 5th skull in the very first cave in the game. Once you've passed it, jump around to find a new hidden room. You'll find a bee. At any game over screen from now on, hold left, then press start. You will continue regularly with all the items. Okay. So you get to... yeah, you can keep your items if you... again, find a hidden secret thing. Stupid. Okay. Ah, I did it. So, right, left, A, B, A, B. That is the stage select code. So I made it to Ice Island. Let's go to Dinosaur Island. That's it, the one in the middle. Right. So it's not really a stage select, it's an island select. Oh yeah, this fucking level. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This game is so hard to beat because even if you cheat, you still have to get through all of these fucking levels. And you don't have any hammers or... So the Game Boy has a way to get 99 of everything at the start of the game. Well, maybe I'll have to check out that Game Boy version. I had no idea that there were any Adventure Island games on Game Boy. Although most, well not most, but a lot of NES and Super NES games have Game Boy versions. Of course, they're not as good. Some of them are downright terrible. Yeah. So go ahead and skip to the last island, I dare you. See if you can actually fucking beat it. Ah, I was gonna say, I am trapped. Yeah. Ugh. So imagine being a kid, not knowing the stage select code, and actually making it this far, and then, you know, oh, you got, honey, time to shut the game off, time to go to your baseball game, time to go to grandma's house, time to go to bed, time to do your homework, yada yada. But that's why there's a lot of people on like YouTube and stuff who are just really good at these old games, because, like I said, first off, we didn't have a bajillion games to choose from. We didn't get new games multiple times a year. And secondly, because these are the kind of games we played, we always, every time we turned the console on, we had to start over in some of these games. Or, you know, if you didn't write down your passwords, or if somebody played your game and decided to play a trick on you and delete your files, and the games where that's applicable. Or you might only rent a game for like 2 or 3 days and you didn't get to finish it. And the next time you rented it, you had to start over. So, it's tricky. Alright, you goddamn penguin, fuck you. Got you that time, didn't I? So, it's now 11 o'clock. I've been streaming for almost 90 minutes. So I am going to stop soon. So I beat the game once, but it was only by using the stage select code and going to the last island. But I still had to beat the island, so you know, there's still something to be said for that. These are very difficult levels. We got bunnies, we got penguins, we got birds, we got fire, snowballs, and a giant fucking boulder. So, a very good game, just requires a lot of patience and a lot of practice. So after this game over, I'm done playing. And Twitch is telling me that I should stream for at least 2 hours to give people a chance to watch, and they're probably right. But that means I gotta start earlier or go to bed later. So, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's like an ice vulture? Yeah, no idea what kind of bird that is. An albatross, maybe? So I want to say, like, the last level of the game before you fight the final boss is like, it's a cave level, but I think it's just ridiculously hard. How long is this level? Jesus. And sometimes birds drop eggs, sometimes not. Phew! That level sucked. Gimme. I wonder what happens if you just pick the first egg every time. Oh, come on! This might be the level I was thinking of. Oh yeah, this level blows. Oh, this level blows. Okay. Yeah. So, no way I'm beating that level. Okay, so, what else we got on here? I'll have to plug in a different controller on my next stream, but... let's see. And these are the 30 built-in games, everybody knows that. New Adventure Island. Oh, and did you ever play the New Zealand story? It's pretty neat. Wow. So this is New Adventure Island on PC Engine, TurboGrafx. And what an improvement over NES, huh? Like, I think that system really doesn't get enough credit. It wasn't actually 16-bit as advertised, but sure beats the pants off of the NES, let me tell you. Too bad it didn't get popular. And it's too bad that mini console is ridiculously expensive because of the greedy assholes on eBay. Hate those fucking people. Oh yeah, you get a boomerang in this one. Alright, cool. Oh, boomerang kills rock. Okay. Yo, Magic Fairy. So it seems like every one of these games has some kind of secret in the early levels. Ah. No! Alright. So I am done playing, but we're gonna pick up where we left off next time. right in this game. So this is New Adventure Island. Gonna hopefully stream that tomorrow, starting around, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock or something. And if I go back to here, let's see what we want to do here. I think I have them both on here. Super Adventure Island 1 and 2. So that'll be tomorrow's stream. I'll try to start earlier so I have more time. Oh, I don't think this will be playable, though, with my 2-button controller. Let's find out. So B is jump. A is throw. Oh, that's stupid. You can see this is pretty standard. So some graphical and audio improvements, because at this point, the TurboGrafx had kind of failed in the US, and they just went back to making games for Nintendo consoles. Although, as far as I'm aware, Hudson didn't really make any games for Sega consoles, or Sony for that matter. Alright. That's it. Alright, it's pretty standard. I want to say that maybe the second game might be like a Metroidvania or something. Alright. So I just checked that out real quick. So I am going to stream all 3 of those games tomorrow, probably. And, well, depending on how far I get and how much time I give myself, maybe there'll be a 3rd stream of this. I don't know. We'll see. Super Adventure Island 2. Stereo. Oh, this one lets you save your game. Oh, okay. I have played this before. Master Higgins. Alright. So this is, I think, kind of a Metroidvania type game. Alright, that's neat. So yeah, so tomorrow night, as in August 16th, more Adventure Island. Then nothing on Thursday, and then I'll be back on Friday and Saturday, probably, just depending on, I might have plans over the weekend, we'll see. Alright, see ya.